Hey guys, how's it going? There was a bit of lost progress there. There was an error with uploading some of the videos, so there was a lot of progress that was lost. So I apologize. I will tell you about what was missed. So. The Roman Empire was defeated by the Russians. I have made it to the modern era, as you can see. I am close. The modern era is, as far as you can advance, with the eras. But I still have to research spaceflight. But that's it, for advancing forward with, different eras. So, yeah, and if you're all wondering why my voice sounds a little rough, I have a cold, and so my voice is a little weak, and I believe that was among some of the things that I mentioned that was lost in some of the videos that were lost. So, yeah, technology these days, sometimes it just brings about more frustration than anything else. I managed to retake New Orleans. I managed to research a lot of forms of gunpowder, riflemen, cannons. I'm ahead of everyone else, so I'm currently winning. I have also taken this city, but I didn't take them with force. It was through the extreme culture where I was able to make them convert to my civilization. You achieve culture by building temples and cathedrals. Cathedrals are temples on steroids. You can only build a cathedral after you build a temple, and when you build a cathedral, it replaces the temple, because it's, better than a temple, obviously. And you also build world wonders, but only one civilization can have a world wonder. So if you build a world wonder, no one else is able to build it, and, if another civilization builds a certain world wonder, you're not going to be able to build it. That's a big important way in how you build up culture. And with science, you see science is improved a lot, with the amount of science that I've got. You get science through libraries, as I believe I might have mentioned at the beginning of the whole, one of the first videos or something like that. And then if you can research universities, which allows you to build universities to replace libraries, and universities are libraries on steroids, kind of how cathedrals are temples on steroids. And with, gold production, money, you get markets to build, to produce gold, and then once you research banking, you can build banks, and banks are markets on steroids. Some of the world wonders I have are the Hanging Gardens. That allows my population that allows me to increase population 50% faster. And Stonehenge, I believe, was in one of the first videos, if it wasn't in one of the lost videos, I think, hopefully. Magna Carta allows you to allows you to generate culture with courthouses, and courthouses allow you to draw more resources from the surrounding area than just, here. This is the amount of resources you can get without a courthouse, and this is the amount of resources you can get with a courthouse, but the amount of, areas where you can draw resources from is dependent on the city's population. So, yeah. And some wonders you can always build no matter what point in time it is, but then there are some others that can be rendered obsolete if another civilization discovers a certain technology. This here, for example, can be rendered obsolete if another civilization discovers flight. This can be rendered obsolete, this can be, and so can this. But this and this, those are wonders that can always be built, no matter what. Unless, another civilization builds one, but that's different. The Hanging Gardens can always be constructed. Stonehenge, I forget what renders it obsolete. I think it's literacy that renders it obsolete, and I discovered that early on in the game. Magna Carta can always be built, and there are a few others that can always be built that I haven't discovered yet. So, yeah. And I managed to retake New Orleans, through culture, as I believe I mentioned, and I managed to take this city through culture, which I believe I mentioned. And so I'm going to station riflemen there to defend them, because the riflemen are, how pikemen are the archers on steroids. Riflemen are pikemen on steroids. So let's go. Let's build an aqueduct. It's crucial to my city's development. Like, you need population. Like, population increase is a must, because with population increase, you can generate more gold and science. In a city, you can also generate more culture, and your cities will also be more productive, and you can draw resources from more, certain areas on the map, especially if you have a courthouse. Courthouses especially help, if you have the Magna Carta, as I mentioned, which produces culture. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to win. I'm going to do gold production this thing because I need some gold production. Alright. And, I apologize to all of you, about the lost progress. I wasn't paying attention, so... Because I think your videos can only be a certain length, especially if you're just starting out the channel. I'm just now starting out this channel, and I think that your videos can only be, 10 minutes long until, something like that. But I don't know, so I apologize, I wasn't paying attention. And I was telling you about, the lost progress, but I'm fairly certain all of you would have loved to see what happened more than me just talking about it. Go for mass production. You will get modern infantry. Modern infantry is riflemen on steroids, and there is no possible unit that can defend more effectively. There is no other unit that can defend more effectively than modern infantry. They are beasts at defending. They are awesome at it. So for the concern of time, I will pause it right here and pick up in the next video.